everyone, Sally here, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be sharing my thoughts on the new release from Yves Saint Laurent, the Libre Intense perfume. But before we get started, if you enjoy this video, please remember to give a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more perfume videos. So I've got my little sample here of this fragrance. It came in this nice little thing here, and in the inside it shows you what the bottle looks like, and I've seen the bottle in shops and it's absolutely stunning. Like, it's really nice. I like the colour of the liquid, but anyway, first of all I'm going to go through the notes for you guys. So in this fragrance there's bergamot, mandarin orange, lavender, jasmine sambac, orchid, orange blossom, vanilla, vetiver, tonka bean and ambergris. So right off the bat, I definitely get the sort of aromatic quality from this fragrance. It's very kind of deep, rich, sensual. It's sweet as well, but I think the fact that they've got quite a lot of lavender in here, like, it really is quite noticeable to me. That really offsets that sweetness. One thing as well that kind of struck me, and I really couldn't put my finger on what it was, but almost there's like, and this isn't a huge part of it, so I hope this doesn't put some people off, but there's a slight almost menthol or like medicinal vibe about this. And I don't know if anybody else has noticed this, but like on the whole it's a nice fragrance, but it's almost as if there's like one note, and I'm not quite sure what that note is, but there's one note right at the back, like just slightly detectable, that makes this slightly almost mentholy or medicinal, something like that. And I do quite enjoy the scent, but there is something about it that I just can't quite get on board with. I'm not quite sure what it is about it. I guess I kind of hoped that this would be more of a deep, sweet, rich kind of vanilla lavender scent, which it kind of is, but there's more to this, which I think has been a little bit too challenging to me, I think. The combination of the notes, I'm not quite sure what it is, but I would say I do enjoy it. I would maybe at this point be giving it maybe a 6 or a 7 out of 10 for me personally, but it might grow on me. I might end up loving it, you never know. So it's deep, rich, sweet, strong, with a hint, with a touch of like medicinal freshness to it, is the best way that I can try and explain it to you, to be honest. And yeah, it's pretty nice. The main accords are aromatic, balsamic, sweet, floral and vanilla, which I would pretty much agree with. I would say one thing that I do quite like about it is the fact that it is quite unusual. To me it's it smells quite unisex, more masculine when you first spray it, and then as it dries down it gets more feminine, just in my opinion. Lasting power was okay. I did expect more from it though. I mean, I don't know if it's maybe because I used half of this, so say 1.5 ml or something like that, and because it's an intense version and I'd heard that it had quite good lasting power, I was expecting it to be a bit more of a projector, but I couldn't really. I mean, occasionally I got wafts of it, but I wouldn't say that it's like that good at projecting. But then again, maybe I didn't spray enough, I'm not sure. There's something in here that almost makes it slightly cold. It's not as cozy as I thought it was going to smell. I was expecting this to be a really rich, cozy vanilla with some lavender, but I don't know if it's maybe the bergamot, the mandarin and the lavender, which is quite strong in here. I don't know if that maybe gives it that slight cold medicinal vibe to it. Yeah, I don't know. I've not really been that taken with this fragrance, to be honest. And again, it might grow on me, and it is nice, like I can appreciate it's nice. One thing I will say as well, towards the end of the dry down, I did notice that it became a lot, like I said earlier, smoother, but also almost slightly chocolatey. So it gets much smoother and sweeter, and then it kind of becomes this very nice, almost chocolatey smell in nature. So yeah, I really enjoy it more kind of towards the end of the dry down, for sure. So what I want to do as well actually is I want to compare this one to Mon Guerlain. There are some similarities in the composition of notes between these two, and on Fragrantica the list of the main accords of each fragrance are pretty similar as well. For example, if we look at Libre Intense, the main accords are aromatic, balsamic, sweet, floral and vanilla. And if we look at Mon Guerlain, the main accords are aromatic, balsamic, vanilla, woody and floral. So they both are aromatic, balsamic and floral and vanilla. So they share 4 out of the 5 same main accords on Fragrantica, as well as quite a few of the actual notes themselves. The thing that really surprised me about this is, like, initially they're pretty different. Mon Guerlain is much woodier. It's a sweet vanilla, woodsy lavender fragrance, whereas the Libre Intense is sort of, it's sweeter. Yeah, and there's just something almost slightly medicinal about the Libre Intense that I get, particularly when I've just sprayed it. Like, I'm getting that right now off it, whereas Mon Guerlain just doesn't have that at all. It's just much more natural smelling to me. So the notes of Mon Guerlain are bergamot, lavender, jasmine sambac, iris, rose, vanilla, sandalwood, tonka, benzoin, licorice and patchouli. One thing for sure is that Mon Guerlain has like a warmer, cozier feeling about it, and I think that that might be because there's sandalwood, tonka, benzoin and vanilla in there. And I think benzoin can give something a really nice, sweet, cozy feeling about it. You definitely get that with the scent. It's absolutely stunning. It's really, really beautiful. Whereas with the Libre Intense, there's something that's slightly sharp about it that gives it a cold, medicinal touch. So yeah, they both definitely, you can smell the lavender in both, but they both have fairly different moods. So Mon Guerlain is a much more calm, like centered kind of, almost, it could be a professional fragrance. It's very, very feminine. It's very, very mild mannered almost. It's just very pleasant. Whereas Libre Intense has a bit more of like a punchiness to it, like a bit more attitude, I suppose you could say. Yesterday I wore both of these as well, and I noticed a few hours in, like towards the dry down, as they were sort of changing, they became a little bit more similar as well. So although initially the fragrances smell pretty different, I would say in the dry down, Libre Intense, because it mellows out and becomes a bit more smooth, it's then a little bit more similar to Mon Guerlain, because Mon Guerlain to me is very, very smooth, like in general. But yeah, that initial sharpness and the medicinal sort of quality that I mentioned with the Libre Intense, that definitely kind of fades after like an hour or a couple of hours or something like that, and it does become a very nice fragrance. But I guess it's just not really what I expected. I expected it to be much more heavy on the vanilla. And this was really interesting for me to do because basically I got super, super excited hearing about both of those fragrances. I was so intrigued by Libre Intense, and I was planning on either getting the Mon Guerlain original or Libre Intense. That was going to be my like plan. And I think what this has made me realise is that Mon Guerlain original will now be on my wish list, because I much prefer it. I think it's beautiful. It's honestly so classy and just elegant and things like that. There's just something I can't get past with Libre Intense. Just there's something in there that's screeching to me. I really don't know what it is. It could be, is it the orchid? I just don't know what it is, but there's something about this that's just not got that same sense of kind of refinement that Mon Guerlain has, if you know what I mean. But anyway, I hope this has been helpful. It's a shame I couldn't have raved a bit more about this fragrance, because I was really, I was really excited to try it. I wanted to love it, and I do like it, but I'm not obsessed by any means. I think if I had to pick one or the other, for me it would definitely be Mon Guerlain. Even though I already own Mon Guerlain Intense and the Eau de Toilette, like I would still, like I do want Mon Guerlain original for sure, rather than Libre Intense. But then again, like I might end up loving it, I don't know, but I wore it yesterday and I've worn it all day today, and I'm just not bowled over by it. Like, although the dry down is beautiful, like, quite a few hours in, maybe like 4 hours in, like it does change quite a lot and it smells nicer, but for me it's not worth spending all that money when I don't love it from the first spray. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the new Libre Intense by Yves Saint Laurent. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of this fragrance, and what you think of Mon Guerlain as well, because that was my first proper time getting to try it, like when I got this sample the other day. And I absolutely adore this. I absolutely love it. I love the fact that there's benzoin in here, as well as some rose and iris to give it like a little bit of powderiness. Yeah, it's just beautiful. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, remember to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care, guys. Bye.